Hello everyone, welcome back to Online Maths Hub, and of course today we're going to be solving this question right here. This is a simultaneous equation and we're going to be solving it together to obtain the values of x and y that actually satisfy this equation. So I'm going to be showing you how you can actually solve this kind of equation each time you have it. Okay, but just before we proceed, if you are new to our channel, do what to subscribe to our channel. It is pretty much free and simple. Just hit the subscribe button, and then of course you can also turn on the notification icon. Give this video a thumb up, and once you're done doing that, we can now proceed with the video. Of course, if you're watching this video on Facebook, you can also follow our page so that you get more videos. And of course, if you also have any problem or any math question you want us to help you to solve, you can also send it across to us. You can drop it in the comment box, or you can also send it to our email, and of course once we receive that, we shall attend to you. Okay, so having said that, I'm going to proceed to solve this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, if I name this my equation 1 and I name this equation 2, so what I'm going to do is I want to make one of these variables subject in equation 2. From equation 2, I'm going to have, if I want to make x the subject here, my x is actually going to be 36 divided by y. Okay, so once I've gotten this, I can even decide to name this my equation 3. So what I'm going to do again is just to go ahead and substitute equation 3 in equation 1. So I can just say put let me just write this way, equation 3 in equation 1. Okay, so moving on, I'm gonna, instead of writing x right there, I'm gonna write this is 36 divided by y, or squared minus y squared is equal to 65. Okay, so 36 squared is actually 1296. Okay, and then divided by y squared right there. Okay, and the minus y squared is equal to 65. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to just multiply everything by y squared so that I'll clear this fraction. And if I do that, I'm going to have y squared multiplied by 1296 over y squared minus y squared times y squared is equal to y squared times 65. Okay, so of course this will cancel this, and I'm left with 1296 minus y raised to the power of 4 is equal to 65 y squared. Now that I've gotten this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set, I can actually write this as 1296 minus y squared times y squared, so that exactly what I have right there, or I can just y squared raised to the power 2 is equal to 65 y squared. So to make my work easier, I'm going to set my y squared, so I can say set y squared to be equal to, let's say, m. And if I do that, what I'm going to be having again is 1296 minus m squared is equal to 65m. Okay, what I'm going to do now is to take 1296 and then of course minus m squared to the right hand side, and if I do that, I'm going to be having that 0 is equal to m squared plus 65m, and then minus 1296. Okay, obviously you can see that this is now a quadratic equation which we can just use any of the methods to solve. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to be using the formula methods. Okay, so the formula method, which basically say that our m is going to be minus b, okay, plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a. And in this case, our n is actually 1, which is the coefficient of m squared. Our b is equal to 65, which is the coefficient of m. And then our c is the constant, that is 12 minus 1296. Okay, so putting it in this formula, we're going to be having that my m is equal to minus 65 plus or minus, okay, the square root of 65 squared minus 4 times 1 times minus 1296. Okay, and it's all divided by 2 times a, which is 2 times 1. Okay, now moving forward, as we proceed, this is actually going to give us minus 65 plus or minus the square root of 4225, and then minus times minus is plus, and 4 times 1296 will give us 5184. Okay, and then of course all of this is divided by 2, and if we proceed, this is gonna give us a minus 65 plus or minus the square root of 9409 divided by 2. And if you evaluate this you are going to be having a minus 65 plus or minus the square root of this is actually going to give you 97. Okay, and it's all divided by 2. So basically our m is actually going to be minus 65 plus 97 divided by 2, or minus 65 and minus 97 divided by 2. Minus 65 plus 97 is actually going to give us 32 divided by 2. Okay, or this one will give us minus 162 divided by 2. Okay, and of course this will give us 16, or and then this one will give us minus 81. Okay, so these are the values of m that we've got, but don't forget we set our m we set it to be equal to y raised to power 2. Okay, so when our m is equal to 16, what we have here is that 16 is equal to y raised to power 2. Okay, and our y now becomes the square root of 16, which implies that our y is equal to 4. Okay, now when our m is equal to minus 81, so what we now have is minus 81 is equal to 9 y raised to power 2. Okay, but there's a problem with this, because once you raise a number to the power of 2, it is always going to give you a positive number, and so there's no value of y that when you raise it to power of 2 it is actually going to give you a negative value. So this one, there's no solution, this cannot be a solution. So what we want to do now is, now that we've gotten our y to be equal to 4, we come back to this to our equation 3 right here, and then we substitute y equal to 3 and then get our x. Okay, so from here we can have that this implies that our x is equal to 36 divided by 4, which now implies that our x is equal to 9. Okay, so obviously now the values of x and y that satisfy this problem is x equal to 9 and then y equal to 4. You can actually run your check, and of course if you want to run that, the question we just solved is x minus x squared minus y squared is equal to 65, and then x times y is equal to 36. So if you put from the second equation, if you put 9 times 4 is actually going to give you 36, and then if you put 81 minus 16, it will also give you 65. So this actually satisfies the equation, and of course that is how you can actually solve this kind of problem. Make sure you give this video a thumb up, and then of course subscribe to our channel for more updates, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye.